Hey Past Matt, have you ever wondered why I'm always exactly this far away? It's because this is how far I can reach to focus on myself. There you go. That's all there is to it. Well, Past Matt, PM buddy, guy, I have to apologize for missing last week. Well, you know, a year and a half without missing a week isn't too bad, I suppose, but I did say there would be 52 of them times 2. Still, I have a good excuse. I got really sick. You can still hear it in my voice, by the way, if you listen closely, or not at all. But I just decided not doing it this week. So this counts for 2 videos. This totally counts for 2 videos. Please let it count for 2 videos. So for last week's video, what I was planning to show was that I cleaned. I cleaned and I cleaned and I cleaned and I cleaned some more. I spent an entire week cleaning. The floor got entirely vacuumed and swept, and there was this much sawdust pretty much everywhere. So people who have seen my workbench will understand what a huge feat this was for me. If that wasn't hard enough, I also went around and cleaned the wheels of every single piece of rolling stock I own. This is how I clean my wheels, because I'm a badass. You take your Dremel, whatever, motor tool, and you put one of these little soft felt guys in here. You can see I've been cleaning quite a bit with this one. And you set it to its lowest setting. Then you take that and you apply it right to the wheel. And it spins real fast. So you've got to put your finger on it very gently and not for too long, because otherwise you're going to burn your finger. As you're doing this, this will get all the crud off the wheels. It's really quite incredibly effective. But you have to make sure that nothing jams, because if you're using this on a plastic wheel and that plastic wheel is not spinning, it's gonna end up shaped a lot less like this and a lot more like this. Good thing I have a 100-pack of Microchains wheel sets, huh? After that I realized, so much my track has come up in the last year. The main line was up in 4 spots, 2 sidings, plus 3 or 4 spurs. I lost count. I started by prying everything up and applying new caulk underneath and all that I used to do when I thought this is horrifically inefficient and really also damaging to the track. So I'm going to try a new method. Here's the new trick. And you're going to listen to this one because it's a good one. First of all, you take one of those little pipettes and you fill it with rubbing alcohol. Then you dribble it all along the track, in between the ties and to the sides. And you got to do this quickly because rubbing alcohol evaporates. Don't be sparing with this rubbing alcohol, by the way. It is cheap and it is wonderful. Only do a short stretch of this at a time, by the way, but after you've got the rubbing alcohol in place, take a bottle of wood glue, pour it down in between the ties, and smooth it down with your finger. Apply some more rubbing alcohol, smooth it down some more. It'll flow around everything, it won't bubble up over the ties, and it'll give you a really, really nice secure track base. I hope that it stays down like it has for the past week. So that's my part 1 of Future Matt. That's last week, and this week I got a bit more done this week, and well, I mean, it doesn't look like a huge amount, but I got a bit of track laid here and there. I actually got 3 turnouts in, and this whole siding is... Holy jumping Jiminy! You seeing this? Look at it. It's a train. It's a train and it's running. I've never seen anything like this before. Wow. Oh my god. 3 H1644s and a C-liner? I must be in heaven. Well, yeah, trains are running. So I got 18 feet of real life track laid. That's however many feet of N-scale track. But on top of that I also got it polished. And I used the gleam method, which I went over in another one of my videos, and everything is running beautifully here. The curves are all super elevated. I am really happy. I haven't had to do any tweaking. The track has been perfect for me so far. I mean, here we have a boundary subway freight that is... I'm just overflowing with train love here. This is why I do this thing. Little trains. One thing to note. I've been securing my track down with whatever cheap Alex Plus caulk I could find, or wood glue, which I have stopped using for quite some time except for the application discussed earlier. I realized this is a terrible idea because my track kept pulling up, so I went to the store and I actually looked at that nice little chart they have hanging up by the ceiling saying, this is what caulks are good for. And I got the one that was a little more expensive. It was like $6 for one of these tubes. It's brown, so it'll blend in with the ballast when it's done. But it looked like it would be the most flexible for use with different things like plastics on the ties and cork and wood and whatnot. And you know what? I'm happy so far. Dynaflex 230. Anyway, I do apologize again for the not video last week. I am a complete... yeah, that thing. But in the meantime, I've got a load of track laying left to do. I'm gonna make the summit by the end of next week. I've got the road bed in up there on the main line and half of the siding. I've got the Y going in. And whether or not I get the turnouts in, it doesn't matter because I'm going to be able to run a train almost all the way to the summit very, very soon. Right now the railhead is across Far Creek, which is, ironically, on the far side. You won't be hearing about this though, because I'm kinda going away. Also, I have 3 finals this week and a mega final. I've written one of the finals, I hope I did well. Writing the other 2 tomorrow, and the 3rd one on Friday. Saturday we are departing for the Okanagan. I'll be recording one vlog at our campsite in the Okanagan, and the other vlog I will be recording somewhere along the abandoned Kettle Valley Railway west of Grand Forks, which is that guy there. This is going to be a very exciting trip. None of it is actually being modeled by me, but I still have an appreciation for it. It's 300 kilometers of biking, and I really hope it doesn't rain. The whole time at least. Well, here goes. If you don't hear from me in a month, I probably fell down a cliff while trying to take a photo of the abandoned right-of-way. Oh well. Canadian Locomotive Company! Woo!